When I was 16, my parents decided to move to an old house in a small village an hour from the city. The house was lovely with exposed beams and large windows, but something about it always felt wrong. On our first night there, I sat on the back porch, which overlooked a dark field that bordered the forest. It was late, and the rural silence was deafening, except for the faint rustle of leaves in the wind. As I scrolled through my phone, I noticed a strange shadow on the wall opposite. It looked like a human figure, tall, thin, with arms that were too long. I thought it might be the reflection of a tree or something, so I ignored it. But then the shadow moved. Not much, just a slight shift, as if someone had bent over a little. My heart skipped a beat. I looked around. There was nothing in the field and no neighbors close enough to cast such a shadow. I quickly went inside and locked the door. I told my parents, but they laughed and said it must be my imagination, or maybe a deer wandering outside. I went to bed, but I couldn't sleep. Round two. I heard a slight creak from the porch, like a step on, and tried to convince myself that it was all my imagination, or maybe just an animal that was hanging around too close to the house. But that feeling of something watching from a hidden place wouldn't leave me. I started to notice little things, a window I found open even though I didn't remember or the faint sound of gravel crunching outside when I was home alone. My parents continued to dismiss my concerns, but I noticed that they started to double lock the doors and check the windows before bed. One day when I came home from school, I found an old metal box under my bed. It was rusty with a broken lock, as if someone had tried to force it open. Inside were old black and white photos of a family I didn't know, some faded letters and a small key with an engraved tag, basement. Our house wasn't supposed to have a basement. At least that's what my parents said when I asked them about the structure when we moved in. Curiosity overcame fear. But when I asked Mom about the box, she snatched it away from me.